If you aren't already, don't forget to follow D-Man UNT 2014 on Twitter.
Before we get started with this commentary, I want to tell you about a show called The Voice. It's a new show that's coming on. It's airing after the Super Bowl. And so they actually started their own YouTube channel yesterday. It went live on the 30th. And so y'all should go check it out and subscribe. And actually, CeeLo Green is actually a judge, so how can you not like CeeLo Green? So I'm going to leave a link as an annotation and in the description. And y'all go check it out. They'll have interviews and clips from the show. Peace. What's going on? It's your boy D-Man. You already know. No, go ahead and gather around because I have a story to tell. I was just thinking about this actually last night, but it was too late to do a commentary over it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just save it for another day. And that happens to be this day, but it's gonna get uploaded tomorrow, though. But have y'all ever been in a situation where you thought you were seriously about to be in trouble or seriously about to get hurt, but it turned out to be nothing? I actually have a funny story about this from high school. Because if y'all don't know, junior year of high school, I transferred to a new school because we moved up north. So I had to go to a new school. That's just the district we live in Dallas, DISD, represent. But I went to this new school, man. I'll tell you, for like the first week and a half, it was just the most horrible experience of my life. And it's not like I was getting bullied or nothing, but I just hate when I went to lunchtime and I just didn't know anybody. I had to just sit there, I just hate that feeling of being alone, So that went on for like a week and a half. I'll tell you, if you're thinking about transfer in junior year, just don't do it if you really don't have to, simply because everybody already has their cliques or whatever. But most of the homeboys I met hooping in PE, gym class, whatever y'all call it, but I met hooping. They would be like, yo man, you got a nice shot, where you been, where you come from? Because the school I came from, it was like 2,500 people. But the school I transferred to, in the 2010 class, it was only like 100 something people. So everybody knew each other. You could instantly tell when somebody was new. And so everybody pretty much knew I was new at the school. So I was like, yo man, where you came from? I haven't seen you around these parts of towns before, stuff like that. And so I told them my story and stuff like that. And it's a couple dudes, man. They were cool, but they were just so arrogant. I swear, man, this one dude, he would say all the time, and I quote, I swear to God I'm going to the NFL. Oh my mama. I mean, like, who says that, right? How do you swear to God you're going to the NFL? That's kind of messed up. And the other dude, he was just as arrogant, but not as arrogant as that. And I kind of stopped talking to them both, because the first guy, he would always ask me for $1. He was like that dude on Everybody Hates Chris. It's like, yo man, you got $1? Can I hold $1? 4 quotas? Yo, if you give me $1 today, I'll give you $2 tomorrow. Like that Washington. What type of sense does that make, right? And then the other dude, he ended up robbing my homeboy's wallet. Well, like I said, I only knew him. I didn't know him from that long, so he's not really my homeboys. But another person I talked to at the school, he ended up taking his wallet at gunpoint. I was like, yo man, I ain't about that life. I can't be talking to you, son. I'm just seriously not about that life. No boy, no. So I kind of stopped talking to both of them after a while, right? And so at that school, I didn't have a car, and I wasn't riding the bus. So I just went outside, wait for my mom's picking me up or whatever. And at that time, I seen the 2 people I knew walking with a group of people. And if you walk with a group of people, that's cool. But whenever I looked at them, they was looking back at me. And where I come from, I grew up in a bad neighborhood. It's this neighborhood called Oak Cliff in Texas. Terrible place, terrible nightmare place that I would never go back to. And in Oak Cliff, if you saw a group of people looking at you and you looking at them, that means you have something that they want and they about to get it. Pause. I'm talking about money, man. Get y'all mind out the gutter. I'm talking about money. But I was like, it makes sense, because I always let that dude hold $1. Because, like I said, I don't know how I had so much money in high school. I just really don't. But I just did. And so I was like, yeah, I let that dude hold a couple dollars this week alone. He probably think I'm low and he got some more money on me. And so, if you don't know me, it's 2 sides to me. A side that is very concerned, and a side that just don't give a F, right? Like, just doesn't care at all. And depending on who you are, you might get both sides or either side. Either I'm really concerned for you or I just don't care about you. But deep down, that's what's inside of me, 2 different sides. I'm kind of two-faced, but not in a bad way. And so the side that is very concerned, you know, in my head, I'm just like, I thought we was cool, fam. But the other side that's just like don't care, I'm just like, yo, I wish they would, Rolo. Like, I know what you're about to do. You trying to take my money. And so they walk up to me, right? And I walk up to them. And, you know, like I said, I'm thinking they about to jump me. So I dropped my backpack. I was ready to go. I was ready to get in that thing like John Jones or Anderson Silva. Not Shell Sonnen. I don't like Shell Sonnen. But, no, like I said, I was just ready to go. And they got in a circle around me, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely about to get jumped. But the dude that was, like, leading the pack, I saw that he had a boot on. He had a boot on a couple weeks ago on his leg. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to just walk up to him, belly to belly suplex him, and get him in the ankle lock. You know, that'll take out one of them, because that's like my rule. That's always been my rule. Like, if I ever get jumped, I won't feel ashamed as long as I drop one of them, right? So I was like, yeah, I'll just get him in the ankle lock, and that's a wrap. And so, man, I got blanked right there. But anyways, like, so they got into a circle around me, right? And then one dude was just like, yo, dog, you was right. I was like, he was right. He's like, yeah, man. Another dude was just like, yeah, man, you ain't lied. Never lied. I was like, you haven't lied? What are y'all talking about? And then guess what these dudes say, man? Dudes, they walked up to me and they was just like, heard you wanted to fight, brosif? No, I'm just saying, I'm just playing. They ain't say that. But I swear, they came up to me just like, yo, man, your waves are hot. And if you don't know what waves are, just look them up. Put in on Google African American hair plus waves, and that's how my hair is like. But they was like, yo, man, your waves are hot. How did you get it like that? What's the recipe? I was like, wow, man, that's just messed up. Because I seriously thought I was going to get jumped. But, you know, I just told them, you know, I got my waves so good because with the shampoo I use, I just rinse, lather, but I don't repeat. You know, just don't listen to the shampoo bottle. But that was just a funny story. You know, I got a couple stories like those, but I'll holler at y'all later.